Hello there people and comic book fans alike. This video is probably a wee bit later than I said I'd actually post it. Again, I'm a wee bit busy, had other big important things to kind of do in the weekend. Promise I'll try and keep these videos kind of like updated as much as possible. But let's get right into it with Wolverine the X-Men issue 36, also known as Chapter 5 of Battle of the Atom. And all I'm really going to say, this was the best issue by far so far. Now, this issue takes place straight after the next issue, of course, and this is the best issue by far because of one thing. There's finally some action happening in this comic. Bloody last. There's X-Men fighting X-Men, there's psychic battles happening, and one of the best things is we actually start to get some little bit of info about the future. Why these future X-Men here, and one of the best things I'm going to say is, I'm not going to spoil the whole issue entirely, but the future X-Men that have appeared, I don't think they said they're not what they say that they are. Something seems a bit fishy, and there's hints towards this. So, you know, there's hints towards kind of throughout the issue, and then there's hints that leads up straight up to the last sort of page. But what's quite interesting is, I'll say, is the psychic battle. Is we see a psychic battle happening. Now I don't know if they've done this before in any of the X-Men title comics, but it was really good seeing it from. You saw it from a perspective of people who are not psychic. Then you saw it from a perspective of people who were psychic. Kind of like the toll that kind of happens, and then all the kind of fighting kind of come out of it was really good because it's something that we've been kind of really waiting for a while. My only kind of gripe about it is though that we've waited this long, so how much of it is going to be real, how much of it is actually going to kind of affect the whole kind of like the storyline. That's kind of like one of the problems I see is this was a really good issue. I loved it so much, but is this just another stepping stone into what's hopefully going to be redeeming this event back? Because so far, as much as I've liked this issue, I'm still not kind of sold on it, and this is the halfway mark, I'm afraid. Which means if you weren't really bothered about it that much, you probably have just lost interest completely. This issue, you might have actually liked it, but you probably think this is not going very well, and that's the kind of way that I kind of see it. Overall though, I totally love this issue. I'm giving it a solid 4 out of 5. I'm still, again, not sold on it, and the problem is because it's now halfway through it, I just don't see how this is going to become a great kind of like event. The next 5 issues have to be spectacular. They have to really show that all the setup towards like the first half was leading up to this half. They have to. If they don't, they've pretty much failed, and that could be a really big disappointment. But what did you guys actually think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think this event is getting better or not better, or not getting any good at all? Let me know. Interested to find out, and I will utterly promise to try and make the next chapter out much sooner than when I release this one. So until then, see ya.